That like button is
Spider, what did you say? Yeah, you tried to solicit me and my homies to go bust on a 9-7 hood day. You tried to solicit me and my homies to go bust on a 9-7 hood days. We gonna do it. You trying to D-ride the 40s, bro. I'm about to air it out because you're not cripping like you think. Oh, my cripping. Nah, you ain't cripping like that, bro. No,
Thank you, Net Hustle. Big shout out to SPI, Spider Loc. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
100,000 feel like something when you're thumbing through it. Done it when some would say one would be dumb to do it. Running circles round rappers on their last lap. PayPal perhaps. Ass cap the cash app. Ass app is how I expect the next direct deposit. Positivity love phone posits check the closet. To say we touching paper is an understatement. Underground label running late, tell them run the payment. Executive decisions, check the balance. Time to monetize the talents, I accept the challenge. Memory of crazy tune, 111 days. Local for my days, 97 ways.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it. We gon' live it. 97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag.
Unable to fake it, fuck how they take it. Heard about the meeting, I was able to make it. Just sick of watching Sherm heads squabble each other while the judge steady handing out lottery numbers. It go down year round, ain't gotta be summer. Life's a bitch and niggas never get apologies from her. Dumber, big and little homies frequently locking. Don't see no other options, that's the reason they flocking. SPI ain't the nigga, how you figure fat? Gift the gab, every gig get a bigger bag. Either name your price or it's appropriation. Finesse game, nigga nice with negotiations.
97 ways we gon' live it. You can't tell me shit about my crippin'. I done been a loco my living. Now it's time to chase me a bag. 97 ways we gon' live it. Bay Mac in the building. 97 ways we gon' live it.
Adding Jeter to my good peoples. Y'all know gratitude is the attitude. Definitely did not have intentions or time on really making content today. This also doubles as an office space, and as an entrepreneur, business owner, I have multiple business ventures that I kind of like pilot or quarterback from this exact space. And on the way here, I was treated. Shout out to the Muff Sheriff Point and Shoot, because I had saw Point and Shoot do some coverage on the fiasco that was Vladimir 22 marking out Crunch and Munch truffle butter, but blind booty boy Buster B, right? And he kind of was like pretty neutral, and I didn't realize it was only like it was a lot shorter piece. So then when I seen today, when I saw the title, I thought it was the same video. Then that said like 20 minutes ago or 40 minutes ago, I had like 5,000 views in 40 minutes. Whew. Him and Flacco, boy, they know something we don't know. I missed the Noon Sun show, cuz me too. Shout out Noonie Green, much love. Shout out to Butch Cassidy. Dude, I bumped into Butch Cassidy in the swap meet today. And he heard me talking to the people about asking them, do they got this, got that? He walked out, he like, man, what's your name? I'm like, Spider. He like, Butch Cassidy. He like, man, we exchanged pleasantries. I was honored to meet him. He a legend as well. And we got a record put together by Turf Talk from back in the day. I sent it to him, but I told him I got 2 artists from Long Beach, so look forward to some possible collaborations with either myself, Blue Smurf, or Noonie Green and Butch Cassidy. But This time I'm on my way to the lab, just rolling, listening to point and shoot. And people told me, remember, y'all kept telling me in my comments, Spider, you missed the kick, you missed the kick. Then my bro told me, like, yeah, when the kick happened, I had my head down, like doing some shit like this. So I had no idea my whole coverage without even mentioning or noticing the kick. But I've gone back and seen the kick and saw the thrust that was involved, how far. I think it's some yardage. I think if we're totally honest, it's like 1.5 yards to 3 yards that he was caused to be thrust back with quite a bit of velocity. I cannot imagine how you could not be aware of that. He tries to compare his podcast episode there to mine. If they claim when I was on there with the Crips, G-Face, the difference is the people I was talking to had no problem with my performance whatsoever. Maybe the queerdo brick baby that's went out similar like you to try to please Vladim. He's the one who complained. But the Crips that I was actually having a conversation with, they were totally satisfied and pleased with the conversation. You, on the other hand, and nobody did anything that could be misconstrued as a kick, push, touch, or anything that I didn't desire. I don't know why I'm on your mind so much. I'm so curious. I know I was on your mind when you hopped in my DM on my day one. Since then, all I've ever been was your caretaker, your caregiver, your helper, your actual eyes. And I have no idea where the source of hate is generated from. But nonetheless, I enjoyed Point and Shoot's coverage because he has slowed down, made this kick clear. He has slow motion, made it very obvious how much space was created between Vladim and the new Bunchy, Crunchy, Truffle Butter Butt Bear Boy, the one with the boiling, about to bust, bleedy boil on his top lip. Yeah, Point and Shoot made it clear. So with no further ado, I think that's enough of an intro. Let's see what Point and Shoot say. Vladim and Crunching Butter Butt that the neighborhood Crips finger banged in the county jail. The 40s allegedly. And he turned into a 40 cheerleader all on Spody face nuts. But hey, let's see what it do.
All right, so for this video, I want to talk about this incident that happened the other night where the blind blood Munchie B got way too drunk and he was annoying as fuck on stream, and this triggered the 16 to enter a fit of rage.
Oh, for real.
Drunk guy.
Adam 60.
Drunk guy alert.
You acting like a op. Adam 60.
Oh, my mama, that bottle looked musty. It looked like it stank. Oh my, like it's from yesterday. It been all in the sex bed between cheeks, ass. Woke up and just put that same funky bottle in his mouth. He said it was already half when he got there. He probably started drinking that last night.
Which I heard Adam was about to
Clicking
get
up.
into some beef.
16 was so fucking mad, and this was really concerning because at one point the 16 appeared to
Now look, that's a close-up. Tell me y'all don't see that bump.
16 was so fucking mad, and this was really
Look, you see that bump. There's another, I think that's a fresh one.
concerning because at one
Look at that mug. You see it right there. Y'all think I'll just be making it up, but I don't even think that's the one. I think he must be going through an outbreak, simplex.
point the 16 appeared to actually kick and attack Munchie B physically. What? This was extremely crazy to me.
This dude on there apologizing for happening. Tupac went to his grave talking about Hennessy. He apologized to the what? Oh, yeah, I was in it. It's not like Alex Spot. It's a different man. Shut your bitch ass.
Anyways, and then he marks out Munchie B, the likes of which haven't been seen. I mean, this is one of the worst markouts ever because it's being administered by a New Hampshire cuck. What? And it doesn't get any worse than that to be marked out to this degree by this guy.
And just imagine, shout out to the sheriff, no disrespect. He's describing it as a New Hampshire cuck, making this be the worst markout ever. And just think, whatever background Point Shoot got, he's not from our bricks and our trenches, and he still can analyze this better than Lush One from far away.
That's what makes it so newsworthy to me. So we're going to start with this first clip. This is a super chat. This first clip is going to be a super chat that came in that complained about Munchie B being too drunk and too annoying. And this is what kicked things off. This is what got the 16 to start sort of, getting things started. Let's take a look at this. Watch this.
Gavin, he says, substances holding this show back bad. Half of the hosts of the show are consistently too fucked up to conversate. Munchie can't not make shit about him. Yes, Munchie. We should probably talk about this shit because you.
See, Gloria said, oh, so she a munch for real? Oh, my mama. I told him, like, hey, why you don't remix? I'm clowning. Like, I thought we was partners at one point. I'm clowning, like, hey, why you don't remake that much song? That nigga told me, I can't get the instrumental.
Who have kind of, man.
Hey, hold on.
A little rush. This episode.
Let's make it about me right now.
Yeah.
Till Brown said, didn't one of his homies shoot him? That's what he said. I don't know. I think that's why he's trying to say so much bullshit to get somebody else homies to try to shoot them. You know what they say? Misery loves company.
So as you can see, the 16's blood is boiling. He's sick of Munchie B. He wants to air this out right now. He wants to put Munchie in his place, okay? And this is what's...
Imagine his only weapon is his mouth and what he could say. And at the time of getting his character assaulted to the degree no one else has ever experienced upon a podcast, he didn't even use his weapon. That's why we don't understand why he running around with pistolas. How did you get caught on No Jumper with showing a pistol, trying to be like Brick Baby and Hold No Honey? You are a slow tard. Pistol for what? We seen what happened when chaos break out with you and Rainy Loc and Tadia. Who was you gonna shoot? If them was men's, who? We was all doomed.
Going to lead us into this next clip. This is going to be Munchie B trying to right the ship and try to get the 16 back on his side. And Munchie B's blind. Remember that. So he relies more on other senses.
Hey, point shoot, keep it a Google. This right here, this perspective. I just believe it may have been inspired. I heard no one point out, and I heard your first coverage, point shoot, that Munchie reached out and touching him was trying to, because he lacks the sense of sight. This is his way to make sure that he has your attention. I put that perspective out here, and then point shoot came with it. He kind of he packaged it slightly different. It can be a freshly original thought that he never heard me share. However, it sounds slightly inspired, and if so, I'm just honored. That's all. No, I want no smoke.
And so Munchie B starts putting out his feelers to try to communicate with the 16, and the 16 doesn't like this. He doesn't like being touched by Munchie B's skin. Wait till you hear this. Look at this.
You're way too drunk and you just keep talking about your own shit. What are talking about topics and then you just start babbling. I dare you to watch this podcast back. You won't do it. Don't stop touching me. Stop it. Stop poking me. What the f is this? Get your dead hand off of me.
Right
Get out of here.
So the 16 is obviously disgusted by Munchie B's fingers. Why would he? I mean, that's really crazy. So he's just trying.
You're not noticing the flesh color boiling, bursting bump on the top lip that I zoomed in on another one that you may have discovered. Point shoot, salute to you for that one. But there's another one that is permanent that never moves. And Vladim's of the industry, those are a no-go. That's why would you think he would not offer the pool 90 of Lena to the blind blood? That's the biggest gimmick he could possibly come up with. But he has to pass on letting Stevie Charles or Ray Wonder get the pool 90 and get the biggest numbers because of that bump. It probably would shut down the whole industry. This is why the hand is so disgusting. This guy is willing to climax into Punani or onto Punani and tits next to another guy who's also climaxing, and then do what he describes as an Eiffel Tower and touch hands at that moment. I mean, there's all type of body fluid, sweat, and other erotic type of generated elements present, and he's willing to touch that man at that moment, but doesn't want this hand on him. It has nothing to do with color or race. I don't like y'all trying to run with that narrative. It's the bump on the lip, bro. He's pointing at it right now.
Trying to, like I said, extend his feelers out, try to get a sense of things. But the 16...
He said, conversate is a word that is considered a non-standard English. Adam is converse. Wow. Now, S-class, they changed it. I used to say that too, but if you go to Webster now, conversate is considered appropriate, just like ain't was not actually in a contraction. That was improper. But if you go to the dictionary, ain't, our language, English language does evolve. I understand the intellect that caused you to make that statement, but that's no longer true, bro. A conversate is equally applicable as converse.
He's grossed out by Munchie B's hand. That's pretty concerning. So let's go to this next part where the 16 loses his temper and begins grabbing and kicking Munchie B out of anger.
Look how he's grabbing that wrist pretty hard. If this doesn't trigger, I like you want to be whack. You looking to be a wacko, no honey. If this don't bring the gangster out in you right here, bro, the man out of you. Because you see how the Adam and Wack show, they troll each other, and Wack has accepted all type of disrespect, sex play, even toward his wife. It doesn't matter. Let's just get the views. You're trying to be that. You can't be the mayor, bro. You have to go on the same status with LA Gangbang and his Wack has. Irrelevant if you want to be Vladim's best buddy. You see any nigga that's gonna hold some real standard with their people, standing with their people over an extended period of time, it's kind of hard for them to hold a seat next to Vladim.
This is crazy. Watch this.
No, right now.
Out of here.
No, let's do it right now. No,
Stop putting your dirty ass hands on me, bro.
No.
Bro, I just don't want your hands are dry as get some lotion before you touch me.
You don't use it.
So the 16 denied kicking him there, which is crazy because I'm watching it. It's like you can't, if something is available on video, you can't just like say something different happened. So as you can see, the 16.
This the only evidence we got that Auntie Hefe ain't really with the swooping and moving, at least no more. Because if he was swooping and moving, he should have jumped into action right here. Like, hold up, guy. I'm moving gangster's blood. He got the homie fucked up. Or maybe he want to have that other whack spot.
Shoves using his giant dinosaur leg, shoves Munchie B, and then adds a kick on at the end. If I'd like to play that back, watch this.
Let's play NFL referee. How many yards is this? Somebody bring out the change.
Back, watch this. So the 16 kicks Munchie B, sending him flying across the room.
2.5, 3 yards, at least 1.5 to 3 yards. I've seen millions of dollars be lost because professionals can't make that amount of space. Look how much effort and velocity was put behind the push, kick, thrust, whatever we want to term it technically. Let's look how much energy, how high the knee went, how much bend was placed into the knee, and how much extension actually ended up in the long run. This is a real hell of a physical attack.
Okay. Out of anger. I mean, he could have handled this so much differently. He could have made it funny. Remember, at this point, before the 16 lost his temper, everyone was mad at Munchie for ruining the show.
Yeah, all Adam had to do is say, somebody bring me some gloves. You got rubber gloves? Because I know they have them on scene. They film Plug Talk in the same building. They have actual douches in the bathroom, in the restroom. I'm sure they have some of those plastic gloves. You could say, somebody could bring Munchie some gloves so I don't have to be worried about him touching me. He could have made it comical, kept it in the no jumper realm, but no, he chose to mark him out.
Nobody was mad at the 16, but everyone is mad at him now because of how he behaved. What a stupid ass cuck. And he's a kicker too, which is crazy because everyone. So do you guys remember the kid at school that used to kick? Anytime he was in any type.
I ain't gonna lie, point shoot, that was all the white kids, but that's how I learned that you can't be no bully. And I started going to white school in Torrance in 7th grade. I went from 7th to 10th. And then I went in Glendale from 11th and 12th with white, a high Asian, Armenian population. But I went from all black schools from K to 6. And then I went from 7th to 10th and to white school in Torrance. Can't go lie, from Compton, caught the bus. I felt like a bully. But it was square-looking white kids that kicked and punched and headbutted at the same time that taught me just because you white and goofy looking don't mean it's an easy cakewalk. So, and Mexicans too, especially going to jail young. Mexicans used to always seem like drop their head and come with a kick and a punch. No disrespect. That's just the way they used to fight. But yeah, we know about those kickers that kick, that first little nervous kick. Don't make you no buster. I'm not talking about a trained kick. I'm talking about that nervous kick.
A scuffle. He was always relying on kicks. And this is what we're seeing here. The 16's upper body strength wasn't enough to separate himself.
Bro, all the strength. Go check any workout video, any workout book, any pamphlet. You go to the gym, you do anything. A man's strength is stored, generated, and most concentrated within his thighs. right in the area below the core. This is the muscle. If you want to build upper body muscle strength and everything else, get your thighs right. He used his glutes and everything, the strongest shit. He felt like he was on one of them workout machines and just thrust.
For Munchie B, so he needed to use his feet, his giant tree trunk legs. So that was really pathetic. I want to add there too is that the 16 is a kicker. He was the kid at school that used to kick. And I think that it's worth pointing out here that he kicked a
double pump. That was a double pump, guys. It's not just one kick. He gave him a thrust and then another. Check it out.
It's really pathetic. I want to add there too is that the 16 is a kicker. He was the kid at school that used to kick. And I think that it's worth pointing out here that he kicked a registered blind.
It was like the hard one, then the long, dragged out one. One more time, and I'm going to let it play. I swear. Wow. And anybody who come my comments, oh, you paused it too much. Go watch the original video. This is what I provide. The person in the comment talking about, oh, you've been around too long, make your own video. This is me making my video. And point and shooting, I respect and appreciate one another's acknowledgement. So you go sit on it, pal.
Tree trunk legs. So that was really pathetic. I want to add there too is that the 16 is a kicker. He was the kid at school that used to kick. And I think that it's worth pointing out here that he kicked a registered blind man. What the fuck is he kicking a blind? So I want to find out if this is some sort of abuse. He's kicking a blind blood for crying out.
Hey, look, point and shoot. That's a great point. You wonder if this is some type of blind abuse? This is where everything might flip, bro. I know for a fact Crunch and Munch Butter B may take litigation just based on that thought. And I'm going to throw you a bone. Oh, you see that there, y'all? You don't see that cherry color on the top right there? It's kind of a circle. That's more than what I've been trying to describe. But anyway, there was a time when Crunch and Munch Butt was on, he's kind of embarrassed of himself because he was talking about, he gets paid to gang bang and he reports gang activity to an app. And he was very embarrassed. It's the first time I can remember him talking about, man, I ain't drinking no more. I ain't on Clubhouse. I ain't going to Rockstar Room. He's been in Rockstar Room very recently on Clubhouse, deleted the app and all that. But it was all because he was ashamed or embarrassed about things that came out of his own mouth about reporting crimes on an app and getting paid to be from Inglewood family. I just swear to God. But damn, the point I was trying to make. Let me, maybe if I hear, I know what it was. Wait, I got to hear what the last word point shoe said.
Is he kicking a blind? So
during that time, a friend of mine, a comrade who was incarcerated in a wheelchair, he called me and told me, yo, I got some game for your boy. He on there with that recorded call. He was like, it's illegal to record a call for anybody. But he was like, he said, but since your boy blind, when you do something to him, it's even worse because you're violating the American Disability Act. So he was like, recording you come with a slap on the wrist. But according to the American Disability Act, when you do anything to a disabled person, it's like magnified, and it might be a big old bag for your boy because he on there getting recorded without his knowledge. So I get the three-way cracked up, Munchie listening to the whole spiel. He really want to do it. He like, but the only thing is, I was on Clubhouse. I knew I was being recorded. So he wanted to go forth with litigation based upon the fact that his disability was violated. And he is aware that violating him is different than violating a regular civilian. You're violating the disabled and the American Disability Act. So Point and Shoot made a hell of a point. He may be having litigation come. I think he was even in support of Dijon pushing litigation. You can go over the straight politicking. Don't ask me the episode, the moment, the minute, the timestamp. But he said multiple times how he would be very extremely willing to engage in lawsuits based upon things that may or may not be said about him here on this internet. Oh, my mama. So Point and Shoot, you're right on with that one.
I want to find out if this is some sort of abuse. He's kicking a blind blood for crying out loud. He can't defend himself. So he has to just accept it and let the 16 mark him out. So he's marking out. Imagine marking out a blind person who is completely incapacitated off of alcohol and can't even put together a rational sentence. He's so fucked up. Imagine marking that person out on camera.
Imagine No Jumper getting so trashy that the money he paid to have his branding on his wall, now random any and everybody just tag their name on there and it's acceptable. I wish some would. That's trashy. I remember Snoop Dogg had a studio in Diamond Bar back in the day. And he used to have markers in the studio, and every hood, it was somebody almost from every hood that struck up on there. That was hard way back then. But I remember wasn't nobody from East Coast, and I had to get a marker and get the set up there. But every hood, but this is different. Like, why would you allow this? This is so trashy.
As a 40-year-old cuck from New Hampshire. That's where we got problems.
Hold on.
Listen, listen. No. I'm talking.
Crunch and Munch. That picture, that video of you, butt naked in your panties and your tighty, not quite whiteies, but yeah, they got you out here looking real down bad. He got you with your pants down to your knees on camera, not knowing that might be an extreme violation of the American Disability Act too, man. Get your money, homie.
I'm talking.
Hold on.
Listen, I'm not holding on. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you.
When you say
we all, Munchie. No, I'm not trying to hold on. I'm talking. I'm telling you, stop touching me.
You don't use a towel to bathe.
Munchie.
Right or wrong?
So look, imagine this. He's trying to establish that Vladimir gets out the bath without using a towel. That means more than likely, right before he came to see you, his hands touched his genitals, his ass, and wherever else he put lotion, soap, water, or cologne. He probably touched it all. And you're still reaching out, trying to make physical contact with this person. What the f is wrong with you? You are disgusting.
And then you said, I said, Daniel.
If I was aware that that's your practice, that I'm going to bring it up to make a point in an argument or a debate, I would never want to touch you. This dude is nasty. I see him on here begging this dude to put him in the porn game. Like he don't have a camera and somebody to go hump on. This dude, and it's a such thing as OnlyFans. He really looked up to Vladimir. He thought this was the opportunity of his life. Walking in Draco's shadows, trying to be cool with Draco, real homeboy. He's a slow tart.
No, I just let the black bar.
What the fuck are you talking about, Munchie?
So if 16's so worried about being touched by Munchie B, then why is he pointing in Munchie B's blind face? What? His fingers are like inches away from his nose. He's pointing at him. Some incidental touching is going to happen. You can't put your finger in someone's face, and then when they like touch you, you can't say, "Don't fucking touch me." That's not how it works, cock. You're actually in the wrong, okay? So let's look at this next clip where the 16 starts to go into a rage.
You talking about Drunk Munchie?
Yes, because you're being drunk as
He done named himself Drunk Munchie. Man, don't be so slow-tarded, man. Be a man. Be a man, homie. Being Drunk Munchie in front of a porn participator that has no problem putting on panties and allowing another man in panties to sit on his lap and being photographed, bro. I mean, if you want to let your guard down, this is not the guy to do it around. Not at all.
annoying as fucking touching me and shit. You won't shut the up.
Bro.
I'm just saying. I'm trying to get through the fucking donations and you won't shut the fuck up.
You go for donations.
Because you keep talking about yourself every single donation.
Who will have to tell a man, you just got kicked, your chair pushed, thrusted, whatever. And now he's telling you that in your face. Your instinct don't even trigger to kick in. They tell me when I get on camera and have too much intoxicants, I'm more aggressive, less reasonable. I react too quick. I guess alcohol and intoxicants affect everybody different. I never knew about a turned up gang active B team mayor getting so loaded that, oh, now you can mark me out. Usually it is, you so loaded, you do too much, you trip out, you flip out. He did a reaction trying to use being loaded as an excuse to be a hoe. That's crazy.
I read, you turn it into a 10-minute monologue about yourself, talking about some random shit, and then you start touching me with your dead skeleton hand.
Let's talk about let's do whack 100 bet.
Comes in and gets blackout drunk for no reason every time. It's holding you back. Stop doing this. You're not invited on this podcast if you're going to keep showing up wasted.
There, when you hear that verbiage, you are not invited on this podcast, especially after someone's foot has contacted your leg or your chair or a version of both and caused you to move 2, 3, maybe a yard and a half with a double, triple, long extended pump. And then those words come after that, and you have a weapon, a bottle in your hand. Do you know everybody used to see BMF on stage, 60 deep? Everybody got a bottle in the club. Y'all thought they was flossing? No, they pat you down when you get in. We need a weapon. Everybody got a weapon. He has a weapon, the most effective weapon. While you on camera, hey, take the charge, bro. This was your chance to go large, ho. You supposed to put that bottle. Your natural instinct as a gangster, if the alcohol has you not being yourself or you can't think correctly, you supposed to do too much, not enough. You scream to death with Busy Santana cuz you, man. It's the same guy.
So now he's threatening to fire Munchie B over this. And this is so humiliating to Munchie B. Munchie B is so stupid. He's so drunk.
Mr. Money over morals.
So annoying. And now he's about to get fired. Now he's going to start getting scared. And the way that the 16...
He low-key throwing up crib, huh? Yep, that's a lazy C. Like, bam. He stayed throwing up the C, though. That got to be a effect of his injuries. Like, he just naturally, his hand like crunch. Like, he's harmless, helpless, man. I remember Kaja Sosa said, "Are you gonna shoot at the devil? What if I miss?" He got a hand like that, Carl.
Treats him as so disrespectful. Look at this.
But it's my podcast, and why the fuck would I keep inviting you on when you're acting like a drunk
bro?
The script, Munchie, it's like a movie. The script, when he say that, is fuck your podcast on Bloods, Inglewood family. You get up, kick his chair, flip the table. Your homie that's really with you, because it's not auntie. Yo, Damu homie, that's kind of like with you. He supposed to jump up right then. Remember how I used to just pull up and give you that shoulder? He supposed to give you that shoulder. And y'all supposed to be out of there. You supposed to be on Bloods. You got me fucked up. But you must have read the script.
Because you have these subjects.
Bro. I'm trying to get...
Chucking up the C, though.
Through the fucking donations, and you won't shut the fuck up. Like,
stuck. Gonna blame it on the alcohol with that blister bump. That's crazy.
And so Munchie B starts getting desperate, and again,
not desperate. Wow.
His natural instinct is to feel the 16's arm, and
he liked that touch. That man, he appreciate that contact. Fingers going every which way.
This is not going to go over well. Look,
I don't believe you ever again.
No. Right now, can we bet 1,000?
So, do you think that this podcast is not being held back by your alcohol issues?
No. You said, hold on. You said, bro.
I'm not betting you anything. And stop touching me.
That's what I'm saying.
Stop touching me. I don't need your weird ass hands in my face.
That's how you know you
bro. Man, I am out of here.
No, he lied.
Stop touching me.
No, you lied to my last year. What?
Look at what's going on. This is what, so the 16 couldn't handle this. Now, this is probably annoying. I'm not going to lie, but to handle it like this, to be screaming at the top of your lungs and slamming your desk, something
would have never did Drake Yoderua like that. Just crunchy munching butter, truffle butter, butt beat a mayor.
Must be going on at home that we don't know about. The 16, you know what? The 16 probably, in my imagination, he probably does this to his family.
What?
That's really glaring and telling. I mean, this is how the 16 handles his anger. But he only does it against the indefensible, the people that he knows he has a physical advantage over. Like
he says, his family, his wife and his daughter are 2 females, so he's treating him like a female. Actually, according to Point Shoot,
this blind, disabled blood. Munchie B, it can't do anything about nothing. The 16 could whoop his ass. A 10-year-old could whoop his ass. He's blind. So for the 16 to be acting like this, it's just really, really absurd and concerning on all fronts. And so the 16 realizes by the chat that he was over the line. And so now he's all smiles. Everything's fine. Look at him.
Oh, said, please end the pod. Forget the donations. Please end it. Please.
I sounded like when dad and dad fight.
Wow, the cuck's mood is all over the place. This is alarming. I'm wondering what's going on. Is this bipolar? I mean, what is this? 30 seconds ago, he was in a blind rage. He was screaming and slamming things.
In his mind, he know he just scored content gold. He's telling Drake, yo, you know I got you, cuz you know I was. He can get the fuck out of here now. I just told him he's not invited. I've been on that stink team shit day one, bro. Yeah, I'm the real spook that sat by the door. Fuck this motherfucker. That's what he's saying to Drake, yo, the ruler, right now.
He was kicking people, and now he's just all.
Look, that's that stink team laugh. Look, he thinking about Drake, yo, right now.
Miles and all laughs. This was not very long ago. I want to know, is this rage just pent up inside of him from he's taking his marriage out on Munchie? God knows that he doesn't wear the pants at home, so now he's trying to wear the pants at work. You know, the 16 has been fighting with Lena. We've seen him talk about this.
She doesn't, but I mean, like, we could be fighting. And then, like, I'm not.
Swear to God, I got a disabled brother. He'll be 39 on April 9th. He can see, though, but he can't do much. His hands are a lot more like Munchie's than Munchie's, but similar and way more. The rest of his body is similar. I wish you would put your foot on my brother's wheelchair anywhere close. I wish you would try to kick his chair and miss. This dude said his homie get a pass because he only pushed my chair. I wish somebody would try to shove my brother's chair and don't touch it at all. I wish they put their foot off the ground, try to kick my people in my face, miss, fall on their ass like Charlie Brown on Christmas kick, nigga. Miss, don't touch my people at all. Just try. These niggas out here playing.
Gotta come on here and like talk about what we're fighting about.
So what y'all fight about if she don't pay attention to it? Is it some shit you see?
Believe it or not, we have.
It's okay if you just kick my chair. Wow, you're the mayor. And it's okay to kick your chair and camera to make you move positions by almost half of 5 yards. And you bet on sports all the time. You know how important a couple yards could be, bro. You spend all your money on bets. Breathing that funky breath on your phone all up close. You always doing a sport bet, so you know how important a couple yards is. This dude kicked you for a couple yards, whether it was your chair, your leg, he moved your whole body position with a double pump, triple shove, long extended kick. I don't know what they want to call it. That's what it was.
Things in real life that we could fight about.
Nothing social media though.
Wow. So Lena does fight with her cuck all the time. It would seem they probably fight every single day, I think. So that's fucked. Now this next part is going to show Adam 16 touching Munchie B. This is crazy. Look at this.
We talked about a clip from the Hood Stocks podcast. And shout out to Munchie B. I love Munchie B, even though he's.
That's the ultimate stink team Draco mark out. I just did you all like that about touching me. And then look when I touch on you, yo slow, tarted ass. Kicked you, did all that, marked you out. I'm going to touch you. You ain't going to say nothing. I thought it was slap me and I slap you back. When he said, shut the fuck up, all you can say is, you shut the fuck up. But when he just massaged you, and this is like kind of like extended warmth. You didn't even know how to say don't touch me, knock his hand off, spin around, kick his chair back or nothing, bro. Man, he was a buster.
Drunk fucking, we had to argue about it. But
okay, so the 16 just violated Munchie B's personal space. This is something the 16
That for me, when you're a violated, victimized individual, your biggest thing known about you, your biggest two notable things, no matter what you want to say about yourself, is that you got domed and you don't have your sight, according to your homies. That's being victimized. You probably got a victim of crime check. If you keep it a Google, well, no, you report crimes to an app. Imagine that. On top of that, the next thing is the most popular fact about you or trivia bit of nugget of knowledge is neighborhood Crips violated you. So you're like a victimized, violated gimmick. So slow-tarded to try to call Crip Mac a gimmick, and you don't realize you're like the biggest gimmick amongst us. Your whole draw is you got deadly scars all across your head, face. You can't see shit. Your loved ones did you like that. Then you went to the county jail and your ops took your manhood. And you can't see shit and you try to talk like you tough. That's your whole draw. You're like a circus act. You're like a freak show. Oh, my mama, and you the only one that don't get it. You are harmless, helpless. Vladimir's had a million, gazillion, Google times to be on camera. He got water thrown on him by house phone, a man who likes sweet nipes, and he didn't do anything. And you tried to say my episode was amongst the worst. You classified yourself as the worst. You and I will never go down in history together. We are never legends in the same right. Your episode may be the worst, but how can I outdo Almighty Suspect beating up the little peanut? I choose to vote different. I think you do get the number one worst episode all alone, though. You earned that busting, blistering, boil bump, top of the lip, buster, truffle, butter, booty, butt, blood.
Flies off the handle for. Why is he allowed to touch people and other people aren't allowed to touch him? That's the question that we need answers to that we'll never get. So this next part's going to be Munchie B on his YouTube channel explaining himself.
What? I'm tripping off.
Imagine explaining yourself at all, but look, listen to her. Listen to her.
Off of is shut the fuck up. You don't tell no adult to shut the fuck up, right?
You 2 days, 2 hours, or 2 days, weeks, way 2,000 miles, a whole 2 different microphones at a whole nother. Dude, you're too late. Stupid.
And then
he told you that shit in your face. You more worried about the up than him putting his feet in your vicinity and causing you to actually move locations. Do you know if you take somebody that amount of distance in a crime is considered a kidnap? So what would be he basically kidnapped you on camera.
You know, I'm faded, so my memory is foggy. The title say out of 20.
Real gangsters, when they got too much in their system, they're harder to deal with when you upset with them. That means they really usually act more aggressive, more violent, more readily when they got that shit in them. They don't only hoes busters. I'm talking about, they call it a can of man. Niggas get courage that never have courage when they get loaded. How do you be a nigga that stand on business, get loaded and get turned docile into a hoe and get confused? Man, shut that whole shit up.
To crash out.
Nah, you was a buster.
And kick Munchie or something. I'm like, kick me. So I hit the same group text with Adam. I say, hey, Adam, would you kick my chair?
Same group text. What's a different one? But I got a group text. Used to have 20 people. When I finally went to get the screenshot, I was only 13 in there. Whole ass nigga told me February 13th, 2025. Hey, let this be our last talk, our last text or tweet or something, Spider. Let's play ball. Now go do the time, the history on YouTube. From February 13th to 7 months, I ain't say his name. And you go look and see how many times he just kept running my name while I thought we was playing ball. Cause a hoe. All he got is what he can say. He don't care if he think it's a secret, if it's incriminating. But when he get in front of this white man who never did nothing for him, he went in that same thing where he's giving his response. He's talking about, man, I ain't going on no jumper hate campaign. However, I'm a nigga who met him in my DMs riding D. He went from, hey, I'm Munchie B, IFG, keep pushing that line you doing, champ. I love what you doing, to hating. In between that, all I ever did was look out for him. I was his eyes when he had none. I was transportation. I was his pusher, his pimp, meaning I provided him with party favorites, punani. I fed him. I've never violated him. This is crazy that she could be upset with me and not Vladimir that gave you the biggest black eye. Well, can't nobody give you a bigger black eye than the 2 eyes that don't see nothing but blackness and the one that the neighborhood Crips gave you in the county jail. But this got to be a 3rd largest black eye. And you went and vowed not to be upset at him, basically couldn't get it out your throat that you might not come back to his platform, but you upset at me. Vladimir never led you across the street. Every time you reached them same crusty, nasty hands to touch me on my shoulder was there for you. Let you know when the bumps, the steps, and everything was coming, nigga. You don't remember jumping out the Uber with all that confidence going the wrong way? Burr, burr. Now hold up there.
He said, no, I didn't kick you. I was like getting away from you. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, okay. I need to change that fucking title.
He got kicked, and I got it right here on video. But anyways, so now he says that he's demanding a special sit down on camera so that he can address whatever he wants to address. And he says that he's not coming back until his demands are met. This is crazy. Look at this.
And I told Adam, hey, we got to get on camera and holler. I don't care whether it's Instagram live or live at No Jumper, so I could address what I
Imagine talking about, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. They done already played the last. All the fans gone, the referee gone, the coaches gone, all the players gone. And you still talking about, give me the ball, give me the ball. This shit over, slow talk. We at your funeral. You dummy.
need to address, but before next week, before Monday, because I can't let that much time go by without.
The time you had allotted to defend yourself went by when he touched you on your back after telling you shut the fuck up and don't touch me and kicking your chair and disrespected you and told you you're not invited back if you keep acting like a bunk drunk skunk. That's the time. It's over with.
Address when I need to address. But if Monday come and I don't get that sit down or that dialogue off, well, I ain't tripping. I ain't got to come back.
That is the hardest phrase he ever uttered in his internet career, presence, journey, whatever you call it. Look again. Look how hard it was for me to get this out. He's sober now, y'all. So y'all think all that because of the liquor, right? He's sober as a dober, all H2O. Look, he could barely get that out. He did not want to say that. This is called swallowing, swipe, swell.
And I don't get that sit down or that dialogue off. Well, I ain't tripping. I ain't got to come back because.
Yeah, you tripping. It's obvious. We all see it. You the only one who can't see it. Poor thing. You can't see how stupid and slow-tarded you look.
Because I got to get shit squared away first before I go back on the Tuesday show acting like everything all.
There's absolutely nobody from the streets who understands this perspective. What do you mean squared away? What? He squared you out, marked you out. Bitch ass nigga.
Shits and giggles. Nah, hell no.
So Munchie B says he doesn't give a fuck about.
Bro, you see the lack of a flat surface across the lip area. Just look at it good. Mind you, he don't smoke, y'all. So there ain't no roach burns and none of that.
About No Jumper, and he's just straight up not coming back unless the 16.
Come on now. I know y'all see that. Okay, on the side where the headphone plug is like not close to the mic, not the one close to the mic, the other side. On that side of the lip at the top, you see that. You see he trying to let that mustache grow as much as he can. It don't drop over that lip. But as soon as it does, you need to Steve Harvey that motherfucker. Maybe get some extensions, some Beijing, color it in. Yeah, that Humpty Hump nose. Your nose done been broke too, huh? Yeah, you just been a violated, victimized victim, bro.
Does what he's told. So we're going to see how this goes. And I don't think it's going to go the way Munchie B wants it to. Munchie
shits and giggles should not be the phrase. Shout out to whoever said that, erase scope. Shits and giggles. It's not a phrase you should ever utilize because we all giggle at the fact that the neighborhood Crips put their finger on your G-spot and gave you the shits. We just want to know if it hurt or did it squirt and did you wipe the truffle butter up with your shirt? Hey, go ahead and dig your grave and fill it up with dirt.
B is extremely expendable to the 16. The 16 hates Munchie. The 16 doesn't want Munchie to even touch him. So it's hard for me to imagine him meeting Munchie's demands like this. So we're just going to have to wait and find out. So anyway.
I agree with the sheriff Point and Shoot, man. Shout out Point and Shoot for providing this bit of comedic relief that I needed today, man. I didn't have nothing to do. I was not going to make time to try to find no content. I stumbled upon this, gave me something very extremely appropriate to react to. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It'll be this.
Right, the north, the back, the south, the deep south, far west. Shout out to the Inglewood families. Shout out to the down moves that support the movement. Shout out to Big Payback from Wisset, the beast. Shout out to my cat, Spider Loc. Can't forget the grassroots, them cats. I'm telling you, they gonna support the revolution.
Make a little net personal. Big shout out to SPI, Spider Loc. You know, I'm in the black box. Had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned. All that.